Hello, hello. OMG, welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn coming at you with a new weekly video. And we're going to start this video off, of course, in the backyard where Clark and I are going to be doing some cleaning, mostly me doing the cleaning.
Boy, that's a big one.
And Clark chewing up any sticks that he can find. If you're new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new right down in the comment section? I would love to welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. So we're going to do a couple of things in this video, and I'm starting off with backyard cleanup because that's my big project for all of spring, all of summer, and we're almost into fall, and I'm sure I'm still going to be working on it in the fall. So I'm going to start in this section here. This is the section that I think it was 2 weeks ago. The hubs got out here and chopped down a whole bunch of little small trees. And I'm coming behind and trying to clean up all of the leaves, all of the weeds, any of the ground cover that I don't want. So that's going to be my focus today. Well, this week, because I worked on it for more than one day. And just see how much of it I can get cleared up. And my whole yard just has a ton of vines. And this is either a Carolina creeper, which I think that's what it is. But I also had poison ivy growing up several of my trees, so I truly don't know which one this was, but I'm pulling it up. And of course, following the plan that I always follow, work for a period of time with my protective gear on, go in the house immediately, put all my clothes in the washing machine, go get in the shower and scrub to avoid getting poison ivy again. I already gave you the report. I don't even remember now. Last week or the week before, the poison ivy company had come out. The yard looks so much better, but you know, there still could be some vines hiding underneath all these leaves that could sprout at any time. So I'm just going to continue to be careful and as cautious as possible while still making progress in my mess of a backyard that is becoming less of a mess every single week. Well, this area is filled with woodbine vines, which are these, and then these stupid things. Black raspberry brambles. Look at all of the dang pickers on these. I got to get these up. If you've been following along, then you know my yard has been filled with what is called the common prickly bush, which is a weed, and they have the dang pickers on them, and they're a pain in the butt. This is a black raspberry shrub. I'm trying to figure out why anybody would plant this with all those pickers on them. Oh, I hate the pickers. So I'm pulling it right on up. Oh, Clark found a ball. Who knows how long that's been out there. Probably dirty as heck, but he loves it, so whatever. Back to the cleanup. My guess that was one of Gus's balls at some point, so I don't know how long it's been out here. He's been obsessed with it. Oh, I got to tell you about Clark real quick. This poor dog. We had Gus. He was a Great Dane. Very low maintenance as far as his coat goes. Clark is totally opposite. Gus shed terrible. Great Danes are terrible shedders. Clark does not shed at all, but he has very long hair. And Clark is a Bernedoodle. A lot of people think he's a golden doodle because of his color, but he's actually a Bernedoodle. Well, I've been doing some research, and apparently the doodles, they're very high maintenance when it comes to their coat. I've had to have him shaved in certain spots because of getting knots in his hair. Now, I have a brush that I brush him with, but I did not realize, I recently found out from the groomer that I actually needed a comb as well. So I do have a comb now. The groomer wanted to shave him, like totally take his puppy coat off. Apparently that's a very normal thing once they get somewhere between 9 to 14 months. You take their puppy coat off and just let their adult coat grow in. I don't know. I'm new to a doodle breed, and I honestly would have never picked Clark. He needed a home, and that's why we have him, and we love him dearly. But I just couldn't bring myself to let her shave him because I do love his hair, and he's a small dog. I mean, small, I guess, is relative. All right, there's the dirty faced dog. Clarky, look at how muddy you are. Oh, my heavens. 4 bags, that's what I got. I'm going to try to come out again tomorrow and see if I can get another 4 bags so I have stuff to go out to the road this week. Made an impact, progress. That's all I'm looking for every week. Still got a long way to go, but made progress, cleared some more ground. I was looking out the window in the kitchen and I noticed these little beauties. I didn't think this guy was going to get a flower, but wow. These darker hostas, I'm going to scan it on the app and see if it's called something. I know it's called something different. These are beautiful. I might like these even more than the purple ones that these got. Wait, are these getting new? Do they flower again? They all flowered and died. These look like new buds. I got one of the dang Enchanter's Easter's nightshades over here. I gotta pull that up. Anyways, wanted to show you those. So darn pretty. I know any of y'all that have hostas probably think I'm silly, but this is the first year I've ever paid attention to plants or anything. And when I saw those white flowers, even my husband looked outside and he was like, "Oh, did you see those white flowers?" I was so excited. So anyways, back to Clark. He's small in my mind. I mean, Gus was 150 pounds. Clark weighs 28.5 pounds and he's all hair. Anyways, I just couldn't bring myself to shave his whole coat off. Tell me if you have experience with the doodle breeds. All of the areas that the groomer shaved him where he had like bad matting of his fur, I'm literally brushing this dog every single day and he has mats. And the next day I'll go to feel his coat and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you get another mat already? I've been doing the line brushing, which is very time consuming, but I'm trying to save his hair and I just don't know if it's worth it or not worth it. Tell me if you have a doodle. Does it get any better when their full adult coat comes in? My poor sweet boy. He's so good when I brush him now. And I know he doesn't like it. And I've been catching any of the new mats that have been coming quick enough that I'm able to get them out pretty quickly. But oh my gosh. So anyways, we're on another day now. And I'm going to do some more bags. And then we're going to move into the kitchen because I've been in this backyard, like I said, all spring, all summer. A lot of things in my house have got neglected, and we need to do some organizing of my pantry. The good news is, because I did take just about a year to declutter my house, I'll leave my decluttering playlist down in the description box if you want to check that out. When things do get neglected for a little while, they don't take too long to get back under control. So it shouldn't take me too long, but I definitely need to give my pantry some work. And I can work inside my house all winter long when it's cold here in Michigan. I only have limited time to do this. All right, so next day, and got another 4 bags. It's in the evening, so I got to be done because the skeeters are really coming out, but I thought I'd show you a couple of things. So that took me 32 minutes to bag up 4 bags, which definitely is not bad. But I just tried to focus a lot on leaves. Clark, what did you get? Versus trying to pull up all the little things. I mean, I did pull up quite a few things. because I got a lot of tripping. Oh my, Clark. Guess who's got to have their face washed again? I got a lot of tripping hazards over here. These all got to be pulled up, but I don't have time for that right now. I don't know if this is a dang tree stump here. Can you see? Let me see if you can see. Can you tell how raised up that is from the rest of the ground? I can't see it, but when I step on it, I don't know if it's just really hard dirt here or if it's I think it's a tree stump. I can't tell till I get it closer or pull some of this dirt off. So that's going to be a pain if it is. Well, I'll have to get that taken out, but I think I told you this. Look at this. Look at this. Do I have stepping stones in my backyard? How many do I have? They were buried. Oh, it's just a half. Huh. I wonder if I have more, or if this is just one. Like, that was kind of cool to find that. I don't know. All right, well, we'll keep moving. See you in another day. All right, day 3 of yard cleanup this week. I saw a couple of leaves falling from the trees, so I'm kind of feeling like it's a little bit of crunch time. It's funny because I've had a lot of comments of people saying things like, oh, I'm so scared that, you're going to get this backyard cleaned up and then all your leaves are going to fall after you already did all that work. And it kind of just makes me giggle because, of course, all the leaves are going to fall. They're going to fall every single year. I have so many mature, large trees in my backyard that leaf cleanup it's going to be big every single year. But that doesn't make me nervous. Leaf cleanup from 1 year worth of leaves is not going to be anywhere near as much work as the many years of leaves that are back here right now that I'm trying to get cleaned up. And the leaf blower will work fantastic on dry leaves that have recently fallen. It does not work so fantastic on, 5, 7, 8 years, however many years it's been since all of these leaves have been stuck on the ground and they're wet and they're matted and they're just anyways. So I'm not nervous about the leaves falling. They're going to fall every single year and it will be easy cleanup. Well, easier than this year's cleanup, I should say. Yard work is never really anything I would categorize as easy. A couple weeks ago, I told you it was very fun to pull up all these. They're coming up so easy. I'm not finding it so fun this week because there's so many of them. Anyways, I would love to hear what you are working on in your house or your yard. Definitely feel free to share it down in the comments. If you would like to share, I always love cheering you on whatever you're working on or rooting for you. So definitely feel free. We got to get a working chainsaw to cut this baby up. This is the one the hubs cut down and ended up having to use a little hacksaw to get it all the way down. It really was too big of a tree, probably for him to be cutting down, but it's done, it's down, and now we got to get it chopped up. Let me know what the weather is like where you are at. I know some of y'all have really, really hot weather right now, that you can't even get out and do yard work. Our weather's been a little bit crazy. It's been getting down to 50s, and then the last couple of days, we've been in the 90s. I'm soaking up all the warm weather while I can because I know the snow is going to fly soon enough. This morning when I started working, it wasn't even 50 yet, so I had to put on a sweatshirt.
You done with your ball? You hear the geese? That's the geese. Say good morning. You gonna get your ball? You gonna get your ball? You gonna get it? You gonna get your ball? You gonna get your ball? Ready? Oh gosh, you're all dirty. Go get it. Oh.
All right, I'm almost done outside, and then we're going to move inside. I wanted to clear up some of these weeds back over here. And we are fairly close to my property line over here. All the trees you can see in front of me right now, that's all my neighbor's yard. I'm doing enough work in my own yard. I'm not cleaning up his yard. His yard basically looks like mine. It looked like the woods, as my husband would call it. You can see it right over there. But we're going to make our yard not the woods anymore and just make it a yard and have a beautiful place to, I don't know. I got so many ideas in my mind. Of course, that's not going to happen until next spring because this year is solely focused on the cleanup, the makeover. It's just not going to come until next year because I know we're not going to have time before the weather gets too darn cold. And as I told you in the spring, I know it's so fun to watch transformations and see the makeover all at once. That's just not a reality for me. I literally searched on YouTube looking for motivation for me to, like, who has a yard cleanup video that's similar to mine to help me know I'm not alone. I couldn't find a dang one of them. Well, that's a lie. I have found some, but they're all from like big lawn companies that are going to like abandoned houses and cleaning up abandoned yards, or maybe an elderly couple lives there and they just can't do yard work anymore. And some awesome lawn company comes and does like a free cleanup and transforms their yard. And they have all this big heavy equipment and they can get things done in 2 days. I'm just a lady with no heavy equipment, and I'm just getting out here week by week and doing it. So it's I already told you it was going to take all summer. It is. It's going to take all summer and all fall probably. But these little chunks of time, when I have them, are definitely adding up. And of course, the hubs has been a big help with coming in and, you know, just in spurts and clearing out some trees and things like that. You ready to be done, Clarky? I'm ready. All right, well, I uncovered a bunch of these beauties. I mean, they don't look very beautiful right now, but these are ditch lilies or day lilies, whatever you want to call them. They've been smothered by weeds and all of the leaves. I realized the leaves are good. You know, they help fertilize. I've got actually a lot of new growth, but none of them ever did anything because they were just big. The dog has been out here. It's been an hour, and he's just been playing the whole time, so I love it. I've uncovered all kinds of new area for him to search for sticks. So anyways, that's pretty exciting. I knew I had some over here, but didn't realize I had any over here. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know if you can tell now that I've kind of cleared this area. I'm pretty sure, I think you can see it from this angle. I'm pretty sure that's a dang tree stump. OMG. I think quite a few years ago we had a black walnut tree removed. And I think, I mean, it's massive. Can you see? Can you see how big it is? I got the tree guy coming at the end of, well, in November when it's safe to trim the oaks. So I'll probably have him do some of the tree stumps as well that we're not going to be able to get that up, but they can grind that down to make it flat for me. So anyways, let's take a look. All right, so I have 9 bags. 4 of them already went out to the road from the first day that I did it. They were picked up the next day, and I didn't get the next day's work done until the evening, so they had already picked up. So I have 9 bags out right now from 2 days, and 4 that already went out from my 3rd day. So I've done this 3 days in a row now. First day was an hour, second day was 30 minutes. Today was an hour. So what is that, 13 bags so far. I'm going to try for one more day this week. See if I can get another 5 bags. That'll be amazing. Clark, here. You gotta get washed. Let me see your face. Look at your dirty face. Look at your dirty paws. OMG. Hi, Clarky. Oh, you're so handsome. Yes, it's almost time to go get the girls. All right, before I get to organizing here, I'm going to make some changes in this one. I want to start putting some different things in here and utilizing this cupboard a little bit better. I have some limitations though because of the shelves, and I know somebody's going to comment, or a couple people are going to comment and go, you know, those are adjustable. Yeah, technically they're supposed to be adjustable, but if you have shelves with these little clips, oh, they are such a bugger. Like, I'm not even kidding. I don't know how many YouTube tutorials I've watched. I don't know how many hours of my life I have wasted trying to get the shelves out of any of my cabinets. This one, I think I could utilize this a little bit better if I could actually take one of these out, but I don't even know how I would get a whole shelf out of here because of this without removing this, which I think I would have to take the countertops off to do that. Anyways, it is what it is. The shelves are going to stay exactly how they are, and I'm just going to do some reorganizing here, and then we'll move over to the bigger one. All right, so my initial plan was to get back out in the yard again one more day, but that's not going to happen this week because I got to get this pantry situation a little bit better organized. I say this in every video that I do the pantry, which has only been a few. If I could just do it like once every 4 months, I think it would just stay so much better, but I never get to it once every 4 months. I'm always working on some other type of project, and then it's been 6, 7, 9, 10 months, and I'm like, crap, I got to do the pantry. So I don't even know when the last time I did it. It's got to be at least 10 months ago. So we're going to reorganize the pantry and this cabinet here, which is basically I use as for pantry items as well. So because most of these shelves in here are so narrow, except for the top one, I just kind of throw like extras in here, and there really is no organization in here. I'm going to move all of my canned items over to that little area. I don't know why I always didn't do that. Probably because some of the cans won't fit in the narrow shelves, which kind of makes it a pain. But I'm just going to try it that way and see if that works better for me. Decluttering is definitely one of those things that's never ending. Like, you're always going to be decluttering things. But I feel like organizing is the same way. Some things work even for a long period of time, and then maybe they stop working. And you just kind of have to rearrange things sometimes and see if that makes the space more effective. And that's just kind of what I'm doing today. I know some people will like label inside their pantry where certain things go, or even in their cupboards. And I think that's fantastic if that works for you. I buy different items all of the time for our pantry. And so that's not something I'm interested in trying, at least at this point. So I'm just going to put things in here as I go and see how I like it. And if you're newer to the channel, then you might not know, but I am also an extreme couponer. My couponing channel is linked down in the description box. And although I mainly coupon for personal care needs and household needs, because that's what we get deals on, I will get deals sometimes on food items. It's usually like cereal or these snack bars. Like, I just got a really good deal on the Nature Valley snack bars, so I bought quite a few boxes. And we'll just go through spurts where I'll get deals on something and we eat those, and then people in the family get sick of them, so then I don't buy them for a while. So I don't ever have like the same exact things, except for maybe some of the staples like flour, sugar, certain types of soups maybe that we like. But I did a dang pickup order at Kroger. I've been loving doing pickup orders versus going into the store grocery shopping. I feel like it helps me save money, because when I'm going into the grocery store shopping, a lot of times I'll buy things that I wasn't planning on buying. And I ordered somehow a whole dang case of these ramen noodles that Viv likes. And they've just been thrown everywhere. So I'm going to stack them in here for now. This is not something that I buy all the time, and it's going to take her a while to go through those because she doesn't eat them every day. So they fit perfectly right in these narrow shelves. So that's going to be the ramen noodle space. Donna doesn't even like those kind. Only Viv does. So I'm going to put those in there for now. And I'm definitely not a huge decanter. One thing I will decant are like the snack bars and things like that where the boxes take up more room. And I found these little clear, the one you just saw me put in there, those little clear bins at my grocery store. So I bought a couple of them because I was like, oh, I think these are small enough that these will fit in my narrow shelves and hold like the Nature Valley bars and things like that. And they fit perfectly. So I'm making this cabinet basically into the soups and things like that. And these are all the boxes that I either decanted or, the fun things of us moms sometimes finding empty boxes left in the pantry. Found a couple of those. So I'm just breaking them all down so I can put them in the recycling bin. And I just had a little bit of time to work on that smaller cabinet. We're going to one of Viv's games tonight to support her. And then when I come back home, if I'm not too tired, I might work on the larger pantry area. All right, we are back home. It is evening, and I'm going to do just a little bit in here. When I was at the grocery store and bought those little clear acrylic bins, they also had some larger ones, and I thought, well, for my like rice packets and things that I have, those might fit in here really well. And they did. They worked perfectly. So I'm putting any like packets that I have of rice in there. So let me know if you do like grocery delivery or pickup. I've been thinking about doing delivery, but I just haven't done it. My grocery store has free pickup if you have like $35. And it's usually ready within 4 hours. So I just go and I park in the pickup line, tell them I'm there. They bring it out to my car. It's so darn convenient. I only go to the grocery store like physically if there's just like one or two things I forgot and I just have to run in, which is what I did on this day where I found those clear acrylic bins. But I'm super curious, do you still go to the grocery store? Do you do like a pickup like I do, or do you do grocery delivery? This pantry was such a mess. I'm so glad that I took some time to get in here and do this week because it really needed it. I was finding a couple of things like shoved in the back or behind something that I had just recently bought because I didn't know I had it. That's the one thing about keeping an organized pantry. It's so much easier when you can see all the items that you have. And I knew there was going to be things in here that I'm just going to need to donate or give to somebody that likes them because they've been sitting in the pantry for far too long and we haven't eaten them. Like I got a deal on those blue diamond nuts, which we love the blue diamond nuts. But it was on like the super, super hot ones. And my husband usually likes really spicy things. He doesn't even like those. They're just too spicy, I guess. But he took them to work. He said the guys at work will eat them. So I was like, fantastic. Get them out of the pantry because nobody's eating them. And then like there's a box of crackers that got shoved down here on the bottom shelf. I don't know how. I love the dang chicken and a biscuit crackers. I tried one of them. They were now I lost the word. You know the word. What's the word? Hang on. Stale. They were stale because they got shoved down at the bottom behind something else and I didn't know they were there. So anyways, those had to get thrown out. And I think I had like 3 packs of like oatmeal mix in here. Donna used to love them. Now she doesn't eat them all that often. You know, our tastes change. The things we want to eat change. So I just left one in here. I pulled a couple out. I'll just donate those. My local church takes donations for families in need. So I'll just get those out of the pantry and get those donated since we are not eating them. I know somebody will. And I have the most room at the bottom. That is the tallest area. So I'm just going to use that as I've been using it for years. That's where all of like my baking supplies go, like my flour, my sugar, my brown sugar, all of that stuff. And then I'm just going to put anything that we have extra down there. This is all the stuff I took out of the pantry that I am donating. And in that small cabinet, that's where I found those 2 headphones that Donna no longer uses and a makeup bag. So I'm just going to donate all of it. All right, we are almost finished with this week's video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I sure do appreciate you. I've just got like a little bit left in this, and then we're going to move to the upper cabinet, or the shelves above this one. I do have a lot of peanut butter in my pantry right now. My mom got some from Sam's, I think, and gave it to me because we do go through peanut butter like crazy. That's basically what Viv eats every single day. I pack her for lunch a peanut butter sandwich. She doesn't even like jelly. I don't understand it. Just plain peanut butter. But that's what she likes, so that's what I make her. I do have some expired candy that I am going to throw away. These Butterfingers. If you've ever eaten expired chocolate, it is nasty. So this is not something that I will be donating. These got expired. Nobody ate them. I used to love Butterfingers, but I think I ate so many of them at one point that now I don't want to eat Butterfingers anymore. So they never got eaten. And just in case you can't tell, this is a whole new day that I'm doing this. You know, I always tell you, chunks of time when I have it. Even this project wasn't that bad. It definitely needed some work, but it wasn't that bad. I could fit in 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and that's what I did to get it done. And this upper part is the last of it, and I'm so excited to show you some awesome before and afters. We had some things shoved up here that we couldn't fit in the rest of the pantry, but now that I've cleaned it out and cleared it out, oh, it's just going to be so much better. And you didn't get to see Donna Jean in this video, but she did come home from school one day and opened up the pantry and was like, wow, Mom, it looks so great in here. She's always like the biggest cheerleader. I just adore her. I do think I will have a bonus video for you this week, so stay tuned for the bonus video. I'm shaking up my homemade vanilla, which it's been a year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years now, so that vanilla should be super good. All right, here we go. This is what this cabinet looked like before I got in. It was totally not functional, just stuff was shoved in here. And this is what it looks like now. So much better. Again, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And now we're going to take a look at the other side of the pantry. Too many months of not coming in here and tweaking and organizing and getting rid of things that we weren't going to use. Can you see all those ramen packets just shoved randomly everywhere? This is what I ended up with. But now I got in here, spent a little bit of time, got it all organized, got some things out that I knew we weren't going to use. And oh my gosh, it feels so much better in here. And I can now see everything. All right, that's this week's video. I think I'll see you for a bonus video this week, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!